Hi, thanks for clicking in. Looks like we have reached a point of no return. The government appears mighty, determined to push for a royal pardon for Thaksin Shinawatra, despite warnings that the move would inappropriately involve His Majesty in politics. The government has a few alternatives to bring Thaksin back home without him having to serve a jail term, such as amending the constitution or going in for a public referendum. But the ruling administration seems to believe that seeking a royal pardon is the fastest way to achieve its goal. Yesterday, the opposition couldn't have put it more plainly by saying that the law deprives any fugitive of the right to seek a royal pardon. But Thai Post main headline shouts Pracha speeds up petitioning, hits back at Democrats, saying fugitives have right to seek royal pardon. Komchatluk screams. Chalerm cites law insisting Thaksin need not serve jail term, cites royal powers to pardon Thaksin. Justice Minister Pracha insists he's going by the law. Thairat's main headlines blare out. Chalerm at forefront to collide with opponents. Defense petition to seek pardon for Thaksin. And Pujatgan states Royal Household Bureau points out petitioning principles must serve jail term first. Chalerm pretentious claims he knows law on not having to serve jail term. Pujatgan was quoting T-News, which featured an inner circle figure of the Royal Household Bureau citing Article 4 of the Royal Decree on Royal Pardon. Well, we can only sit and watch what the government is going to do next. Meanwhile, commissioners have been appointed to the all-important National Broadcasting Telecommunication Commission, or NBTC, and the news has of course garnered front page treatment. Pujatkan yells, "Military seize NBTC." Well, more than half of the NBTC's commissioners are ex-military men or connected to the military, reports the newspapers. Thairat states NBTC candidates on the list voted in. Although the media and public perception of the 11 NBTC commissioners is not very positive because of their past or present military links, they should be given the benefit of the doubt as they have a number of important tasks ahead and can then be judged on how well they go about performing each duty. What's left to be seen is whether they will put the country and the public first and leave broadcasting free and fair, but also whether they will fast track the 3G issue, which our country is shamefully mired in at a time when our neighbors like Vietnam are already talking about 4G. In other news, the government has its 4-year development plan drafted and ready to propose for cabinet approval, and Matichon blares out, "Poor government proposes 11 trillion baht investment in 4 years." Other newspapers like Thai Post and Thairat, however, have a much higher figure. Thairat's headline states, "Shock! 15 trillion spending plan." The paper says the government is planning to dangerously spend more than what it expects to earn, that is 6.5 trillion baht. Well, not surprising, the National Economic, Social and Development Board is warning the government to adhere to financial discipline and keep spending in check. Is the government listening? Meanwhile, Yingluck's cabinet has already admitted it cannot force the private sector to increase the daily minimum wage to 300 baht. So, how is it going to deal with disappointed or angry workers across the country? Look at both Pujatgan and Komchatluk's headlines, which state workers nationwide demand action on 300 baht wage promises, mobilizing 5 million names to pressure government, threaten to take government to court for breaking campaign promises. Well, it's an understatement to say that the government is now finding itself in a pickle. Also making headlines is a conflict between Finance Minister Thirachai Phuvanath Naranuban and the Bank of Thailand. after Tirachai instructed the central bank to consider setting up a sovereign wealth fund, much to the opposition of the bank. Today, Puchetkan reports that there's another group of opponents to the idea. Its headline states, Luang Tabua followers oppose robbing national reserves to set up sovereign wealth fund. Now, if you remember, before Revere monk Luang Tabua passed away, he donated a massive amount of gold and money to boost national coffers. The monk's followers confirmed that his intention was for the country to use the gold or money only in an emergency, not for risky investment. But Thai Rat columnist Lom Plien Thit writes that Thailand has $1.89 trillion in reserve, so allocating $10 billion or 300 billion baht to set up the fund is totally okay as long as the rules and guidelines are clear that no money is to be used to buy the stock of companies linked to politicians. Well, with this conflict, we're not sure if Bank of Thailand Governor Prasan Thailat Worakul will be the next casualty for not towing the government line. That's all, folks. Bye.